Andre Peters. This is my audience.
Good job.
And my persuasive speech is going to be about, should 18-year-olds be allowed to drink legally? What's the difference between an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old? Possibly absolutely nothing. A lot of people might argue maturity, but we've all seen the guy at the bar who's sloppy drunk falling over himself trying to hit on random chicks. How old is he? Probably above the age of 21. The National Institute of Alcohol Abuse actually posted a survey and did statistics about underage drinkers, and they only account for about 2% of the actual death toll for alcohol-related deaths. The largest group to account for those deaths are between the ages of 35 and 54. Physically, between an 18-year-old and 21-year-old, not much difference. Sociologically, we all fall under caste systems and become intimidated by such things as peer pressure. Under our system of laws and statutes, as Americans, we cannot drink legally until we hit the age of 21, although some states, such as Virginia, have adopted laws to allow parents to actually provide their children with alcohol as long as they are under a guardian supervision or parental supervision. The National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 actually states that revenues from alcohol sales to people under the age of 21 will actually be withheld from certain states that do not ban alcoholic consumption above the age of 21. Since this ban, 19 states do not specifically ban it, but 17 states have actually enacted laws to tolerate certain forms of supervised drinking. Since July 2008, 130 college residents have actually elected and voted to allow people at the age of 18 to actually consume alcohol legally and to actually purchase it under certain restrictions. This group supports the 18-year-old drinking license, which would have to be applied for legally and actually go in for random testing and things of that nature to actually make sure that they're consuming alcohol at a responsible rate. Let's talk about legal rights. Voting. Voting is one of the most essential things that we have as U.S. citizens as far as a democracy is concerned. We allow our 18-year-olds to actually vote and choose our highest elected official in our government today, which would be the president. How many young men and women have sacrificed their lives for the safety of this nation? I know, for one, everybody in my audience right now is actually serving in the armed forces. We allow our 18-year-olds to sign a contract stating that at one point in time they may be called upon to either take a life or sacrifice their own lives for the great safety and of what we know as the United States of America. Now, we won't allow them to enjoy a simple drink. Doesn't really make sense to me. We also actually allow 18-year-olds to buy cigarettes, which in my opinion is a lot deadlier than actually consuming alcohol if you're going to be responsible. Not only is it dangerous to themselves, but secondhand smoke is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than the actual cigarette smoke itself. Smoking and secondhand smoke have been known to lead to cancer and also dangerous diseases like emphysema. There are rules in this country. How does the United States fit in to the actual makeup of all the other nations surrounding us? The United States is one of only 3 countries that actually ban the actual sale and consumption of alcohol under the age of 21. Countries like Canada, Germany, and France allow their 16 to 17-year-olds to actually consume alcohol legally. France allows their military members to drink while actually out and about on missions, which is something that the United States military will not allow at any point in time.
Oh.
We empower our youth to defend this country and make life-changing decisions for themselves and the others around them. I gave examples of how we empower our 18-year-olds, such as the voting, serving in our military to serve and protect the actual country that we provide safety for. And then I briefly discussed how the greatest country in the world has one of the toughest stances on alcohol consumption by people under the age of 21. I hope that with this speech I've persuaded some of you people who are going to actually view this speech to actually think about the tough subject that's been battling for years and years and to actually make an informed decision. I want to thank you, and that's it.